Right, so this is my historic Brawl shrine deck. Shrines are my favorite um, type of deck because they are so fun and young. What I like about this deck is that you can fulfill a lot of arena quests if you're doing the daily. So easy to fulfill those quests with this shrine deck. And what else? Um, this kind of deck, the shrine deck, teaches you how to, you know, um, properly play whatever cards you have available on hand. You can't just go casting shrines without thinking about it. Okay, so this deck has, well, it's got a decent win rate. I think that it's at least 50%, more than 50%, okay, which is good for a historic brawl deck, especially shrine, because a lot of people construct shrine deck incorrect. Okay, so let's begin. So for the commander, I chose Kenry, the Return King. Before I was using Giganta, okay, but Giganta is a bit useless as the game drags on. It's only useful for one combo, which is casting the Phantom of Ball, and then that's it. So Kenrith is the much better commander. I don't want to use Esika. I don't want to use that one because there's not that much feature, and I don't want to use Golos because Golos tends to give you a lot of mirror matches, okay, against other top commander decks like Golos as well. Okay, so for that specific reason, wherein you will get a different opponent every time, I choose Kenrith the Return King for this deck. And what's good about Kenrith is, well, this deck will give you lots of mana, and even if you don't have um, that much cards on hand, you can use Kenrith's abilities to, keep the gas running. So he's a very good commander for this kind of deck, right? So for the shrines, I've updated the shrines to include every shrines imaginable, from the original Kamigawa, the M2021, to the latest set of shrines from the Kamigawa Neon Dynasty. So put all of them. The more, the better. And well, as the namesake goes, this is a historic brawl shrine deck. So even if some of these shrines are not that good, we still need to include them because we're trying to become the ultimate shrine deck. So put all of those. And then for the one drops, Abundant Harvest, we are trying to ramp it up. We want to put as many lands as early as possible. Okay. Adventurous Impulse. Okay. So we can fetch a creature or a land. Remember, we already have creature shrines, so it's still useful. Commune with the spirits, an enchantment or a land. Dig up. This is very useful as well. So you can get a land, or if it comes to late game, you can search or tutor for a specific card. For the drop 2s, Lazotep plating, okay, for hexproof for all of your permanents, the lands, shrine, Ascanta. Okay, so I have lots of scry cards on this deck. Um, just for the scry effect. Okay, I tested tutor decks or search. Sorry, tutor cards or search cards, but I think scry is better in the long run because they are first, of course, they are permanent, so they tend to stick to the battlefield and you can keep scrying compared to search. Yes, you can search a specific card, but that's it. Lysoform Blight, very useful. You can put it on your land or you can put it on the opponent's lands, especially those creature lands. Dried Green Seeker, you can remove this, or you can replace this one, but this is still a good one. You can look, okay, at the top of your um, deck, and if you have other scry effects, then you can go infinite. You can easily draw land cards with the scry and then Dryad Green Seeker combo. Explore, of course, you're ramping. Gaia's Blessing, just discard is enough to make sure that you will not face mill deck. But even if you get matched against mill deck, you can still definitely win with this card. Protection again for your enchantments. Nation Wanderer. This is very useful. You can get land. Yes, another adventurous impulse. Okay, 2 drops. With this one you get to spy quick. Of course. If you draw 1 card and then you can turn one of your lands into any color land, which is very useful, especially for a rainbow deck. In Search of Greatness, another scry. If you can use the second, or rather the first part, which is the cast a spell for free, then that's good. But my target really here is the scry. Curling Grove, protection, okay, gives all of your enchantment shroud or exp. Scry again, you can also draw. We have lots of lands. Board wipe, first board wipe, need to massacre. And we also have reanimators or enchantments and artifacts. The Dance of the Man. For drop 3s, the first protection, of course, protection again for your enchantments. Eyes Everywhere. This is, well, for some this may appear not that good, or this may appear bad, but this is very good in this deck. Okay, you get to scry 1, and during late game you can switch control of any non-land permanent, especially if your opponent doesn't have any blue lands or any treasure. You can swap it back. But that's the future. Okay, just to bring the Gaia's Blessing back in case it was milled, and you get to scry as well, or rather look at 4 cards from your deck. Removal, okay. against anything, creatures, non-land permanent. And the green-white mana is very easy to fulfill with this deck. Okay, so shrine, ramp. So we're ramping. You want to ramp as early as possible. You can keep casting all those shrines. Okay, so there, and lantern for the mana correction or the color correction. 4 drops. Okay, go-shintai, white go-shintai. That one, another shrine. Day of Judgment, board wipe. So this deck needs lots of board wipe because this is a late game deck. Of course, another board wipe. This one, exile. So be careful when using this because it will put all of their lands into the field. Okay, so be careful. If there's no other choice but to use it, then go ahead and use it. But if you have other wipe cards, then refrain from using this as much as possible because it gives them a lot of mana. Fine. Okay, exile any target, worker creatures, this is very good. Board wipe. This one as well, any creature or any non-land permanent, and gives you a land. Cosmos Elixir for the life gain and scry. If you're ahead with life, then it can get you 1 card, which is very good. I have tested it so many times and this one is very good. Okay. But if you don't feel comfortable with this one, you can replace it with that one, the white one, the light. Okay, the white enchantment that gives you a treasure if the opponent doesn't pay 2. Okay, every time he draws. I forgot the name. Okay, so another board wipe, another removal. Okay, and then the shrines. I put Kaya. Okay, I put Kaya here because I want to get the ultimate. If you can get it ultimate, which is just 2 turns. If it can survive for 2 turns, go ahead and use the ultimate as soon as possible. Right? But if you're not comfortable with Kaya, you can replace it with Calyx, which can search for that. Why I want ultimate? Because of course there are lots of exiles out there, and if you have the ultimate, even if your enchantments get exiled, you can still cast them for free if you can survive. Of course, this is the Sanctum of All. Actually this should be the commander of this deck. Okay, but it cannot be. So yeah, this is the actual commander. So the Sanctum of All. And it tends to get removed ASAP by the enemy, so protect it at all times. Reverse Rebuke, definitely, for reset. Okay. Seagate Restoration, extra land, extra draw. Ramp, Beanstalk, extra creature. This becomes 24, 40. Another reset card, board wipe, and then reanimator, viewing on that. Okay, that's the deck. For the lands, 5 plains, 2 islands, 4 swamp, 1 mountain, 5 forests. So we need basic land because we are ramping. Okay. Then the shock lands. Okay. So the shock lands, put all of them, and then shipwreck marsh, check lands. Not all of them up. Um, you can just check my deck list on Easter Hub. Okay. So not all of the check lands. I think one, two, three, four, five. Yeah, I have five check lands. Then the triomes, the world free, um, world free and chromatic lantern works very well together. Command tower, definitely. This should always be present in any historical deck. Fabled Passage, why not? You can replace it with any land card you want. And of course, with the Fluid